Oh boy. What's up guys? Andrew Bain here. On today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the legendary Line 6 Spider. This is the Spider 3, so this is actually better than the one I used to have. Let me start by explaining what's going on in this video. So Johnny gave me the idea to do a video about how I used to record when I was first starting out. So back when I was like 17 or something like that. This is what I had. I actually had a worse one than this. I had the Line 6 Spider 2. This is the Spider 3. Shout out to my friend Julian for letting me borrow this so I didn't have to go and buy one off of Craigslist for like $20. So most of you guys know what this is. It's a pretty meme-worthy amp, but I mean honestly they were pretty cheap back in the day and they were like a modeling amp that was a couple $100, so they were pretty popular despite notoriously sounding pretty bad. So I haven't played one of these things in probably over 10 years. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it on and see how it sounds. Fun fact, the way I used to record was actually even worse than this. I used to use one of these, as you can see there, where's the logo? There it is, which is a Rock Band USB mic. So yeah, I used to duct tape a Rock Band USB mic to a Line 6 Spider 2, and that is how I used to record. So this is actually going to sound better than that, surprisingly. Again, this is the Spider 3, not the 2, so it's a little newer. Also, I've got the Rode NT1A as a mic because unfortunately, rest in peace to that Rock Band mic, it no longer works. I was going to try and record it the way I used to, but I can't, so here we are. Yeah, so let's just turn it on and hear how this sounds. Clipping the computer, that's a good sign. I guess I need to put the volume on. Oh my god. That is awful. Oh, interesting. Okay, so if you have, oh my god, if you have the headphone record out plugged in, it doesn't actually make sound through the speaker. So I guess we're gonna have to unplug that. I'm like scared to touch anything on this. Oh, god damn it. Fuck, that's so bad. It's like so in my ear. Jesus Christ. Give me a sec, I gotta adjust some things here. I mean, it's actually a tiny bit better than I thought it was going to sound. It was definitely, could be worse. I was expecting a little worse. So everything is at noon right now, like directly in the middle. So I guess we'll go ahead and play with some of those dials and see if we can make it sound different. Also, by the way, of course, we're on the insane mode because you can't play any other mode on a Spider. Oh, I guess it had someone else's settings. Okay, so it wasn't actually in the middle after all. It was on some random settings because I forgot that when you turn on this amp, it just recalls whatever your last settings were. So now this is a little closer to what I thought it would sound like. You know what? It's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to sound. It's certainly not great. But I mean, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It definitely kind of sounds like that old school Pod Farm sound from like 2010 and earlier. But I mean, I can see why it was popular back in the day, and when I was 16, I probably thought it sounded pretty good. Alright, let's play around with the settings a little more here. Let's get that treble way down, because that is just ear-piercing. Mids up, and maybe like the bass a little bit higher. Wow, the bass is way higher. Okay, never mind. Turn that back down. So loud?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Can you not wait an hour? Like, done work in an hour.
I was trying to do it before you finished work so you didn't have to hear it. We'll be right back. God damn it. So let's continue messing around with the amp, shall we? I mean, honestly, that's probably about as passable of a, like, metalcore rhythm tone as you would get from this thing. I don't know, man. I mean, it's certainly not great. Not quite as bad as I was expecting, but I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't put it in a mix or something like that. Not that it was meant to go in the mix, obviously it's a practice amp, but, you know, for the sake of this video, let's just say that. So I guess the last thing to do is to play around with some of these built-in effects that are on here. So it's got like chorus flange, phaser, tremolo, sweep echo, tape echo, and reverb. So let's see if we can make like a lead tone, and that's probably all we're gonna do for today. So let's put on like a little bit of chorus flange, maybe a little bit of reverb. Switch to the neck pickup, see how that sounds. Ugh, that's ear piercing. Fuck, that's bad. Okay, let's try it. Let's put up more reverb. Jesus Christ, that flanger is awful. Phaser, maybe? Yeah, that's pretty bad. Let's turn off all of the effects and like just do reverb. I can't even focus on playing because I'm so distracted by how not good that sounds. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. No matter what I do, it just sounds so trebly. Yeah, honestly, it's actually way worse for lead tones and effects than it is for that like metalcore rhythm tone. The rhythm tone is at least passable, but oh my god, that lead sounds really bad. So yeah, basically all in all, is this the worst amp of all time? I don't know if it's the worst amp of all time, but it's pretty up there, I would say. So that's pretty much all I gotta say for this video. This was a bit of a silly one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it though. If you own one of these amps, don't feel offended. I'm not talking shit about you or as a person or something, but there's definitely better options. With that being said, like I was saying earlier, the way that I used to record was I literally duct taped a USB mic to this thing, and it is honestly crazy to think about how much easier it is to record nowadays than it was back when I was a kid. God, I sound like an old man when I say that. But yeah, man, like you can get a free plugin that sounds infinitely better than this and just plug your guitar straight into a computer with like a $90 interface, and it sounds way better than this. And again, these amps, when they came out back in like 2005 or whatever, were probably like $150, $200, $250 or so, depending where you live. And man, it's just so cool to see how far music technology has gone in not really that long of a time frame, honestly. And I'm just like so envious of kids nowadays who can just, you know, basically plug their guitar into an iPad or a computer and essentially have like a ready to go recording system. In like a few minutes, with not that much effort, you can make some decent sounding demos, and it won't sound like a duct taped Rock Band mic to a Line 6 Spider. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say for this video. Hopefully you thought it was kind of funny, entertaining, one way or the other. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Is this the worst amp of all time? You be the judge. With that being said, big thank you to all my Patreon members whose names are on the screen at this point in time. Patreon members get an audio download, guitar tabs, stems, shout out on the screen depending on which tier you decide to be in. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, go check out my Patreon, which is linked in the description below. Thank you guys for watching this video. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. Look forward to reading your comments, and I'll see you next time.